Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Stop me when you've heard this one before. One of the top headlines today outside of what's going on in LA is RFK Jr., who once upon a time in 1968 lost his father in LA. But look at this, you guys. Look at this. The big story is that he removed all 17 jab advisors at the CDC. They had a committee of 17 jab advisors. Who gets the pokey-dokes? What kind of pokey-dokes? You know, the ones that must have screwed up big time in 2020. But look at this. The day that he gets rid of them is the 144th day of his age. And how many times do I need to talk about this number with this family and RFK Jr. especially? Remember, RFK Jr.'s dad supposedly died at 1:44 a.m., June 6, 68. We just passed the anniversary. Funny enough, it was the 57th anniversary, and in Gematria, vaccination equals 57. And knowing that knowledge is lucrative. I told people months in advance why the Moderna stock was going to explode on May 7th, and sure enough, it did. It was the first pokey-doke to get approved for phase 2 testing in 2020 for the Cooties 19, and the stock price skyrocketed on 5/7. But yeah, we just passed the 57th anniversary of Pop's death in LA. Again, vaccination. Just do the math. V's the 22nd letter. A's the first. C's the third. C's the third. I's the 9th. N's the 14th. E's the 5th. You add up those letters, 57. But again, this family in RFK Jr. and 144. Dad's dead at 1:44 a.m. His uncle JFK is dead 144 days from meeting with the Pope. The Kennedy curse that's taken so many members of that family, this 144 number's there. Remember, when RFK Jr. filed his paperwork to run for office in 2023, he did it on the 5th day of the 4th month, 144 days after the leader of the Jesuits' birthday. And of course, all the Kennedys are Jesuit educated, including RFK Jr., who went to Georgetown Prep when Georgetown was founded by the 54-year-old John Carroll once upon a time. Not to mention John Carroll equals 54 like Jesuit order and Kennedy curse. If you're new here and you're looking at those numbers and saying, how does 1 equal 144 but also 54? Jesuit order and Kennedy curse equal 144 when you just take the alphabetic order. A is 1 up to Z is 26, like we just added up, vaccination. If you apply numerology to each letter and then add, you get a smaller number. So for example, J, the first letter in Jesuit, is the 10th letter. In the green cipher, J is worth 10. In the blue cipher, you take the numerology of 10, which is 1 plus 0 is 1, so J is 1. In both ciphers, E is 5 because it's the 5th letter. In the green cipher, S is 19. In the blue cipher, 19 is 1 because the numerology of 19 is 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 is 1 plus 0 is 1. So it's elementary math based on the alphabetic order, and this is why there's an order to the alphabet because, again, all the biblical languages, every letter is a number based on the alphabetic order. It's the same with English. Of course, the Jesuits served the Catholic Church, who are very much invested in the occult. But yeah, don't forget that RFK Jr. is born in 54 as well. And by the way, where his dad died at 1:44 a.m., the Ambassador Hotel, it's another 54. So anyway, just with regards to RFK Jr., again, he filed his paperwork on the 5/4 date, 144 days after the leader of the Jesuits. That's Arturo Sosa, born November 12th. There's been a lot of them, but a recent one was they said they're going to disclose in September the cause of autism. Remember that one from a little while back? And the day that headline came out, it was 144 days before September 1st. Again, there's been a lot of this, but yeah, here it is again. Just, RFK Jr. makes a big controversial move. It's got people getting outraged. I'll just tell you this one again, just from my own personal life. I know it's not a big enough sample size, what I'm about to say, but just think about it for all you guys out there who think you know everything because you watch TV and listen to what the authorities tell you all day. 3 babies were born in this neighborhood in the last year and a half. And out of those 3 babies, only 1 didn't get pokey-dokes. And, of course, that was yours truly's. No pokey-dokes for our little one. And, our baby was the only one that made it through the winter without getting COVID. And sadly, one of the babies, not only did it get COVID, it got RSV. And Funny enough, those babies got shots for those things. So, yeah, I know. It's not a big enough sample size, but it's also telling. And again, just from my own life experience, the only time I ever got the FLU was when I got the shot for it. That was way back in 2000, wintertime 2007, if I remember right. And then there were no more pokey-dokes for me. And I didn't even want to get it that time. I let the nurse where I worked talk me into it. I think she wanted a different kind of pokey-doke. But anyway. RFK Jr. You know, all these Jesuits in high places, too, they all have dead ex-wives. Trump, Biden, RFK Jr. Don't forget what happened to Trump's ex-wife. She fell down the stairs and died 144 days after her birthday. Exactly 60 weeks into the first ever Jesuit Ignatian year, July 14th, 2022, the same day Trump said he would run in the 60th election. And don't forget, the first decade the Jesuits were at the Catholic Church, their order was limited to 60 members. Donald Trump also equals 60. He went to Fordham, the Jesuit University in New York. But yeah, again, this stuff's not an accident, you guys. Far from it. Far from it. We'll see if there's any different kind of shots ringing out in LA on the fourth day of the protest. Because the sun's about to go down in LA. Until next time, True Seeker.